The sun is shining through these windows. It is cold outside. It's very chilly, but beautiful sunshine right now. I thought I've got to come up to the magic table, sit with you guys, and let's see what Spirit will be giving us as guidance today. How's your weekend so far? I can just say healing. I'm healing. Trying to find how to navigate the gap that's in my life right now, and it can be really difficult. You know what it's like, something leaves and it leaves you have a gap in your life. There's a change, something that is normally quite normal becomes very unnormal, doesn't it? It becomes very something that you have to adjust to. And that's how I've been feeling, obviously, since losing my Lulu. And thank you so much for your love and support. So many of you making mention of it. I really do appreciate that. She was a very special soul, and she brought out that love in a lot of people. So I'm very grateful that I had the time I did with her, and that she was here for me in so many wonderful ways. So I'm very, very blessed, and I thank you for your support. So going forward, it is about adjustment and taking that next opportunity to move, keep moving, being open to the movement, being open to the energy. I think, when something really sort of stops us in our tracks, maybe we want to question, don't we? We want to sort of ask a why, or what ifs, and I think that's the worst path you could possibly go down, because that will just spiral you into a place of no return or a long way back, and I don't want to be going down there. So acceptance for what is, and find the gratitude, find the blessings, find the love, find the happiness of the situation, as much as it might not feel like it, So yeah, that's really all I wanted to say with that. So let us start our reading then, and see what Spirit will give us as guidance. Perhaps coming into this next week, now we have a full moon, the pink moon, all about love. And I don't have rose quartz in front of me. I have it over here by the side, but I didn't put it on top of my cards. I put my amethyst on top of my unicorn deck, which we've got magic. I've also got our return to self, our self-help cards. We have got our inner temple guidance of oracle, of course, and the energy cards. Very strong energy today, and I have lapis lazuli on top of them, so a lot of communication. I woke with a slightly sore throat this morning, throat chakra, probably from all the crying, but I did think to myself, right, what is this throat chakra? And it's gone now, it's cleared, but that was quite an interesting one. So maybe you're feeling a little bit blocked, maybe yourself, I'm not sure. But see how you're feeling, see how this resonates with you. If it doesn't resonate, absolutely fine. Come back another time. But if you feel like it's resonating, maybe stick with it. Get yourself grab a cup of tea or coffee or any other type of drink. You want to sit and relax and just enjoy, and see if you can hear or feel the resonance of what it is that Spirit wants to give us right now. That is the best way to be listening to these. Sometimes there'll be a bit of detail that you'll go, tick, that's absolutely, I might say something that really resonates, and that'll be a confirmation for you. But sometimes it's days later or hours later or weeks later. Sometimes I've had where I've listened to something and I've thought, okay, nothing much there. And then, a while later, I'm like, oh my goodness me, yes. That makes sense now, Okay, so, right, let's get our message today then. Let's see what our message for today is. You get what you give. Those aiming for the summit won't be tempted by the scenery halfway. Interesting. So you get what you give. Absolutely. We do often say, you know, what goes around comes around, or you get what you give. And you know, if you're giving, it's, you know, karma says it comes back to you tenfold. So be careful what you're giving. You know, if you're giving with a thought that I want something out of this, that is not true giving, is it? You know. So yeah, you get what you give. You get what you give. So if you trust in that, you know, all this time I've been giving love out as much as I can into the universe, and I trust that that love will come back to me in some way. And even losing Lulu has really opened me to the fact that I was very blessed to have her love for the time that that she was in my life. And at the end of the day, again, it opens up for a different new love to come. That is possibly why it's, you know, written as it's been written. You've got to trust in those things, you know. I'm trying to be more philosophical and open to the possibilities. You know, when you sort of get to a higher sort of frequency, you've got to be open to those sort of possibilities. So you get what you give, but those aiming for the summit won't be tempted by scenery halfway. So it's about sort of being focused, really focused. And right now, I feel like we're very focused on our next chapter. We're very focused on our new start. So far, you know, I could go into the spiral of, well, you know, look what's sort of gone wrong, this, that, and the other. But it's also about a shake-up, and it's about really testing my resolve and my power, and you know, how I can, you know, come back to my belief and my faith. So sometimes these things are here for that very reason, and you've just got to keep focused on what it is that you know to be true for you. So follow the heart always, follow the heart always. All right, I'm going to just do the inner temple attunement. I activate and step into my inner temple now, portal of my heart, home of my soul. Through the portal of my heart, I connect with my inner temple. Through each of my body senses, I connect to my inner temple. Sacred below me, sacred above me, sacred around me, and sacred within me, I activate the wisdom and power that has always been deep within. May these cards deliver clear messages and reflections to me and all who use them for the highest interest of all. I am guided. I am led. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There we are. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So let us now ask for our inner temple oracle attunement, or inner temple oracle guidance. What is our card? Our significator card, as one of my readers always calls it, is a significator card. It does set up the reading often, and that's why we do it like this. If you've never seen me before, welcome. I am a intuitive oracle channeler, and I've been doing this now for just over a year, literally just over a year. Things have changed rapidly in my life in this last year. And I'm on an awakening journey that started for me probably near enough 8 to 10 years ago, but in the last sort of 3.5 years, it really has taken off. And I got on a twin flame journey, and that really was my awakening. That was really where Spirit said, right, it's time to awaken, it's time to go, it's time to change your life. And I radically changed my life. I had my Lulubelle with me as well. It was her and I, and she was the one that very quietly supported my soul. And I started doing this about a year ago, just over a year ago, where I could channel through from source, and I feel the energy. I worked with energy for nearly 3 years, amazing energy that radically transformed my life. So I've opened up to a lot of new, and it's been a fantastic transformative journey. I would highly recommend it to anybody, but it is not something that you can easily go through. And if you are on that journey, 10, as I said that, the completion of it is probably never because you literally are healing and learning all the time. But if you know me, we get on with it. We get our guidance, take it what resonates, leave what doesn't, and enjoy your awakening moments. Enjoy your faith. Trust in the power and the magic. And when I sit at this table, I feel that power and that magic, and I'm very blessed to feel that. So let us see what is our cards today. We have got 2 cards. The Ceremony of Life. Look at that. Exactly what I've just sort of done. I've been on an awakening journey. There we are, your Ceremony of Life. But also we've got this most beautiful card, Sensuality. Look at that. That's really getting in touch with your femininity, your feminine side. That is so beautiful. Look at those beautiful pink roses. And funny how I mentioned the pink moon, all about love. And I talked about rose quartz right at the very beginning of the reading. So maybe love will be coming out on this table today, but we will certainly find out what that is all about. So here we go. Here we go. Let us get ready for our beautiful change. If I can find my book. Where is my book? There it is. Couldn't see it for looking. Okay, the Ceremony of Life. The Ceremony of Life. How beautiful. This is a real good story. And funny how I mentioned about Lulu, and she was in my life for a certain amount of time. So yeah, I think it's about really knowing how blessed you are. So this is a card of devotion, of weaving the sacred all the way in and all through your life. Absolutely. It's a card of sacred ceremony and integration. You're being asked, how can you make your life a ceremony? If you were to live in prayer, what would change? What if you saw it all as a sacred celebration? If you could devote your life to something, what would it be? What would you do? The invitation of this card is to design your life in a way that feels sacred. To dare to embrace all aspects of your life and let Spirit be with you in every moment. So many people on a spiritual path lead lives that are compartmentalized. They go and do their spiritual practice. Then they go about their everyday lives. But what if you made your whole life a celebration of the sacred? What if you found ways to bring the spiritual into the physical? What would change? How would you spend your time? Another invitation of this card is to let your life be an expression of your passions. What do you love doing that you could embrace even more? If you really woke up to the gift of this life, how would you spend your days? If you acknowledge that you only have a limited amount of time here, what would you do? What would you create? How would you love? Who would you embrace? What do you truly yearn to do while you're in this body on this planet? What will you do while you're here? And your inner temple activation is, I choose to embrace my life and live fully while I have the privilege of being here. Wow. So there we are. 6 years I had the privilege of having my Lulu Bell in my life. And she brought a lot of happiness. And she did it with just beautiful grace and unconditional love. So if I could learn anything from her, that's exactly what I want to do. What I want to be able to do. So choose to embrace your life and live fully. That is a very important message for us right now. And then we have sensuality. Sensuality is different from sexuality. Sensuality embraces the pleasures of life. Sensuality is of the senses, and the senses are of the body. The best way to get into the present moment and connect with the pulse of life is to become aware of your senses. Smell, taste, touch. What do you feel? What do you see? What do you hear? Listen with your whole body. Experience life more fully. The body's senses are so often repressed or numbed out. Savoring them as a spiritual practice. Returning to them is deeply healing. The body is the way home. Without the senses, deep joy isn't possible. Without the senses, Pleasure isn't possible. Without the senses, intuition isn't possible. And I talked about the throat chakra and communication. Oh my goodness, and intuition. The body is intuitive. The sensual body is sacred. Return to the present moment through the gateway of your senses. Return to the pleasure of life through the gateway of your senses. Caress yourself, embrace yourself, experience yourself more fully. Receive the pleasure of this human life through your body's senses. This card is an invitation to receive more pleasure, to slow down and taste life a little more deeply, to make decisions based on what would bring more joy and bliss rather than be driven by shoulds and duty. What makes you feel more alive? How can you embrace your sensuality a little more? How can you taste life a little more fully? Wow. Inner temple activation. I choose to drop more fully into my sensual true nature and allow myself to receive the pleasure of life through my body's senses. And like I said, the beautiful sunshine coming through the window, that beautiful, beautiful feeling. Oof, stunning. And it's on page 77, which is a very strong message from Source right now for us. Okay, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Let us now go. Thank you for that. That is so lovely. Let's now go back to the Return to Self deck. Okay. Calm, clarity, and connection. Calm, clarity, and connection. So, returning to self, what is our guidance for this coming few days, for the next few days before this full moon? What is our guidance? What would Source like us to know, you know? Obviously, when we're returning to self, it's about having a feeling. And I said, follow your heart. So whatever comes up for you now, it's about you get what you give. It's that love from your heart that is going to be coming in. Okay. Can we have some guidance, please, Spirit? What do we need to know? What is our guidance, please? Wow. No, that's far too many. Okay. All right. Right, we have got 2 that have turned up. We've got 3 on top of the energy card, so we'll leave those, and we've got 2 we can't see it there's yet. Right, the noise isn't you. Overwhelm, identity, pause. You are the silence beneath the storm. And we've got sacred balance, harmony, duality, flow. Your peace is the bridge between opposites. So very interesting that we are thinking about sensuality, about the ceremony of life, about how we are, you know, really sacred beings. We must tap into our emotional feelings, our senses, using all of them, hearing when we're meant to hear, seeing what we're meant to be seeing, feeling and trusting in what our body is telling us. And the noise isn't you. Overwhelm, identity, and pause. You are the silence beneath the storm. So whatever is going on in your life, can you step away? Can you step back from it? Can you resist being overwhelmed? Can you resist the feeling of being pulled into destruction? It was funny how I was sort of talking about that idea of sort of going backwards. Nobody wants to feel that. So this is like a big full moon, but it is surrounded by fire, by energy that is really powerful and strong. How do you feel when something comes back round and you are being sort of tested with it? You know, that's where you are having that sort of idea that, you know, this identity of who you are. Sometimes taking a pause away from something without making a decision, without getting drawn into something without answering back, first of all. It could be some way on which you can center yourself and balance yourself where you need to go, which is the sacred balance with this flow. Your peace is the bridge. Finding your peace is the flow. When this energy becomes fiery and strong, getting back into this duality, this balance within you. And this morning we talked about it on the reading on TikTok, and it was very much about yin and yang came out with the energy cards. So it would be very interesting to see if that comes out again because with the energy cards wanted to come to this reading. So very strong balance and duality and harmony is called for right now. The love, the peace, the feeling. We've also got this hope, resilience, rediscovery. There's a forgotten light. There's something that possibly you've put away, that you've put down, that you haven't really picked up again. Inner horizon, expansion, hope, alignment. The future unfolds from your stillness. So there's this light suddenly. And it was funny, I was sitting here with the sunshine shining here, but I thought, oh, I probably could do with a bit more light. And I went and I got the light. And I've put more light into this side of the table. And I feel like Spirit is saying, this is now reignited. There's a new thought, or there's a new something that you're being drawn to. Spirit wants you to really be ready for, So this bridge between opposites. So there's this sort of something that is, for a balance. Opposites attract, don't they? Remember that. And it was funny, I was saying about sayings, you get what you give. So the idea of this bridge between two things, but bringing in the harmony and duality and letting it flow, let it naturally unfold. Okay, let things naturally unfold, because your inner horizon, the future unfolds from your stillness, in your knowing, in your trusting, in your belief. Okay, we've got these 3 cards that were on top of the energy cards, and they are soft exhale, release, surrender, peace. Your breath knows the way home. That came out the other day as well. A soul reunion and the path inward. Discovery, courage, intuition. Every inward step changes the outer world. So you can see the spirals here. We're changing something. And with your breath work, taking a breath, I've been doing a lot lately, I have to say. Making decisions to say things, making the decision to feel into what I needed to feel into. And really the path inward is to soul reunion. Okay, all the fragments are always one story, oneness. This is what is taking place right now. And when you are challenged with something like grief and pain, it's about how you use it within you. I'm not going to let it define me. It's very heartbreaking, but I know there is still my journey. I know that there is still things that I'm going to be presented with. I know that I am not the same person I was, 6 years ago. When she came into my life, and she helped me to be where I am now. So I need to honor that. And that's where this idea, I'm feeling like I'm sharing this with you, because sometimes that's the hardest thing to do. And even sensuality, about feeling into your body, even the pain can become something that is valuable. Because in my pain of losing her now is the love that I feel for her, and the love that I feel for her that she did for me. And I know she loved, and I know that she loved me and I loved her, and she knew I loved her, so that is the way in which this is seeming for the next few days, at least I would think, till the full moon. This energy seems to be very much unfolding. And what will be, you know, what will come, will come. And, you know, love will come when it's ready to ignite again. And that's what I feel like this sort of forgotten light is. It's this sort of, this love for you, this inner union, this oneness that you've become, knowing and trusting. Let's get some energy cards as well to confirm how we are feeling, how this energy is unfolding right now. Very important. That's too many, Spirit. They're like, no, you're having these cards. Right, well, we've got Archangel Chamuel, our third chakra. So our third chakra, we have the root, we have the sacral and the solar plexus. The solar plexus is all about emotion. And he really wanted to come out on top of the release, surrender, peace. Okay, and sacred balance, harmony, and flow. So that is what he is saying. It's very much about our emotions right now. Okay, look underneath. And we have a door to romance. So love is coming into our life. Love is coming into our life. The emotion, no surprise, love is coming into our life. The door to romance is opening 33, very powerful number. So this door to romance is definitely something that is coming in. The pink moon, all about love. The full moon, perhaps something I did say in a reading of a little while ago, there was something to do with the moon cycle. And it's a man holding a coin. So it's somebody, possibly this door to romance. He's going to be stable, secure. I feel like he's going to be a bit younger than you. But he's going to be handsome by the looks of this card. But definitely somebody that's got that security, that sort of stability, that is going to be really, you know, supporting who you are now. You know, I feel like that is very important for us to understand. Because, as I said, I've been giving so much love out. My love, the love that I've been giving out will come back. And the type of person that I'll be with will be somebody that is secure and stable and loving and ready to support, protect and look after things and me. And you know, also independence. We've also got community that has come out. And that came out actually yesterday, I think. Community has been very strong. This idea of you know, being with a thinking man is on the bottom of the deck, but being very strong with some sort of, oh, what am I doing? Throwing my cards away. Being very strong with some sort of community that you join, that you become part of, you know, whatever it might be, but like-minded people that celebrate life. You know, we've got the ceremony of life here as our significator card. So that's the feeling right now. And it's a 7 as well. You know, and 37 with Archangel Chamuel. We've got an archangel with us, and he is very much about the emotional uplift. We're going to read about him now. 37. Emotions of desire, the life force energy. Great time to move towards the completion of your desires. Your life force is vibrating with power and resonance. You know, sensuality. Beautiful card on the table to do with emotion and how you're feeling. This angel of power is with you now, so go for it. You know, it's about calling you to direct your energy in a focused and purposeful manner. When the card appears, it indicates an increased enthusiasm is present or soon on its way. So like I said, the people that you're going to meet, the people that you're going to be part of, it's about this enthusiasm for life, the ceremony of life. And maybe it's a forgotten something that a wish that you made long ago, and it's coming in now. Every inward step changes your outer world. So you've been working on that inner light. Shine your light. Shine your inner light. You know, allow yourself to be in this oneness of happiness. The daughter romance is new beginnings in love. Love may be arriving and you being brought together by a strong resonant connection. This may be a call from a past life, or it may be a new tenderness about to bloom in a heartfelt affection. This relationship already exists in energetic potential, like mine did. So when this card appears in your spread, make sure you are projecting the kind of self-loving energy. Do you see? The path inwards, soul reunion, unity, grace, beauty, love for you, caring for you. You're in pain, care for yourself, you know. Call for so when this card appears in your spread, make sure you are projecting the kind of self-loving energy that you want to receive from others. Be aware that the universe returns your self-caring treatment to you. It's ready to open that door, are you? Because we've also got a man coming in holding his coin for you. He has a connection and money and health or value. He could help you with your finances, just so that you can go out and have this wonderful life. You might meet somebody, you know, when you're doing something different, doing something new, calling out to changing something, going across that bridge. Remember, we talked about the idea of the ceremony of life, of picking up something that you really want to do, and, you know, don't wait for life to find you. You get what you give. Go out and get it. This man is helpful. He may bring sage advice. Be open to this person showing you up with support and guidance, intuitive guidance, information. He could be a new love interest and a wealthy man, or a man from your workplace. So there you go. That is so lovely. Beautiful. I told you love would come on this table. I just knew it today. I just knew it. I just knew it. I wonder if we should get... All right, let's ask. Let's get our little pink cards. I do like our little pink cards. We're going to ask our little pink cards to confirm daughter romance and this man holding a coin and this community. What is this about, please? Spirits? What is this man holding a coin and daughter romance? Are they the same person? Oh, right. Okay. So it is fate. Interesting. It jumped out on top of the forgotten light. Okay. So it is fate. It is karma, something ending and something beginning. So if you've ended something with someone, there's a new beginning. So daughter romance, a new man coming into your life, a wealthy man, younger than you, but definitely fate or karma. Beautiful, beautiful. What else can you tell us about this door to romance opening for us and this man holding a coin? What could you tell us, please? What could you tell us? Anything more? Okay. All right. Very interesting. Beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Let me put them here. So, air sign. It could be you, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or this person. Okay. We've also got an earth sign. Taurus, a Virgo, or Capricorn. So take what resonates. We've also got, yes, it is the same man. Okay, this is confirming this daughter romance is the same man. And you and your partner may be physically or emotionally distant. So there's a distance. So if you know this person, this might confirm we're talking about. But what we've got to remember is it is fate, it is karma, it's meant to be. The ceremony of life, being in touch with yourself right now. Maybe you won't be expecting this, I'm hearing. So release and surrender, stay in your peace. Remember, we want harmony, duality. Okay, the opposites attract. Okay, so something definitely here with this earth and air sign. And it is a distance, but it's definitely the same person as confirmed by source. And it might be somebody that a friend might introduce you to, or you might go and join a new group and this person's there. They might have only just come in. They may still live from a distance. You might travel to them. Let's see if there's anything else you'd like to tell us about this situation, please. Anything else that you can tell us, please, about the distance or... all right, so basically they're just telling us the same thing. Let go. Make room for the new beginning on its way to you now. So release and surrender came out. It wanted to go on top of our surrender. So just breathe. Just breathe. You will know. You will know. Archangel Chamuel says you will know. You will feel it right here, deep within you. Beautiful. That is so beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. That is so lovely. What a lovely way to think about that, isn't it? All right, let's just ask our little beautiful unicorns. Give us some guidance, please. Confirm what's on the table about this new romance, this love. Love in your life, love for you. Don't be afraid to be loving for yourself. Open up your heart, I'm hearing. Open up your heart. Well, right on top of this man, we have the unicorns. So what are they saying? We've got go with the flow, relax and trust, accept what is happening. And the Mahatma energy, build your light body, accelerate your ascension. Wow. So go with the flow with this romance. Look at our beautiful rainbow. Look at all this water, all this emotion jumped out on top of Archangel Chamuel as well. And we have got this beautiful Mahatma energy. Build your light body on top of Archangel Chamuel. Look at this alignment, harmony. Look at it. It's this inner step inward, soul reunion, oneness. This is what it's all about right now. And it's coming for you. It's coming for you. The Mahatma energy. I'll read that to you before we finish off. Where's my book? Probably the bottom one, yes. There we go. My magic of my unicorns. Mahatma energy 29. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. In the golden era of Atlantis, many great beings contributed towards a special pool of light. It formed a higher frequency golden white group consciousness known as the Mahatma energy. Unicorns added their light to it, as did the Buddha, the Christ, the 12 rays, and many others. The Mahatma energy accelerates your ascensions 1,000-fold. When you choose this card, your unicorn is inviting you to call the Mahatma energy in through your 12 chakras to activate them to their highest potential. Ask it to flow through your energy systems to break up and clear old patterns that no longer serve your growth, and to keep the glands that govern your health and spiritual well-being strong and active. Also send it to others to help their health and their ascension. When the Mahatma energy flows through you, it forms a pool of high-frequency light in the earth below your feet. Your unicorn is asking you to offer it to Lady Gaia to help the planet to ascension. Your guidance is to invoke your unicorn and ask it to hold you in the highest possible light. Then invoke the Mahatma energy to build your crystalline light body and prepare yourself for the new golden age. Call in the Mahatma energy. Be aware of your unicorn holding the light for you. Invoke the Mahatma energy. Sense its golden white light flowing down into the stellar gateway, your soul star, and your causal chakras. Let it pour into your crown, your third eye, your throat, your heart chakras, then your solar plexus, navel, sacral, and base chakras. Let it stream down through your earth star chakra, which is a silver ball beneath your feet, to form a great pool of light below you. Visualize it spreading out to all parts of the world. Now let the Mahatma energy spread over and through your entire energy fields, breaking up any old vibrations and building your crystalline light body. Know that it is accelerating your ascension. Affirmation: the Mahatma energy flows through me. Fantastic. And that's 29, which is 9, 10, 11. Very strong from Source right now. Beautiful, beautiful cards. Very strong energy. Let it come. Make room for this new beginning. It's on its way. Let go. Release, surrender. The Mahatma energy flows through you. We have Archangel Chamuel on the table. Just go with the flow. Go with the flow. Know that this is for you. You are the silence beneath any storm. Don't go backwards. Go forwards. Remember the bridge. Okay? So I hope that's helped you. I mean, what a beautiful guidance today. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Spirit. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you again soon. Bye.